Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Most people will hear this message and move on unchanged, but a few, just a few, will listen, absorb, and act. And for those few, life will never be the same again. If you're here, I want you to ask yourself one question. Are you ready to break free from the old and step into the limitless potential of who you truly are? Because what I'm about to share could change everything. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. Every single moment, whether you are aware of it or not, your thoughts are shaping your life. The question is, are they shaping a life you desire or one you fear? Most people live unconsciously, letting their thoughts run on autopilot, replaying the same worries, doubts, and fears over and over again. What they don't realize is that these repetitive thoughts are creating their future, moment by moment. Science has proven that the brain doesn't distinguish between a real event and an imagined one. If you vividly imagine a scenario, your brain fires the same neural pathways as if you were actually experiencing it. This means that the more you focus on something, the more your brain perceives it as real. If you constantly think about stress, failure, or limitations, you are reinforcing those experiences. You are wiring your brain to expect them. And as a result, you unknowingly attract situations that align with those thoughts. The same principle applies in the opposite direction. If you fill your mind with thoughts of success, gratitude, and possibility, your brain begins to perceive those as your reality. You start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You begin to attract people and situations that align with your elevated mindset. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's neuroscience. Your brain's neural connections are constantly being shaped by your thoughts. And over time, these thoughts become your beliefs, your habits, and ultimately your reality. Many people believe that their external circumstances determine their thoughts and emotions. They think, I'll feel happy when I get the job, or I'll be confident once I achieve success. But this way of thinking is completely backward. It is not the external world that shapes your thoughts. It is your thoughts that shape your external world. If you wait for success to feel successful, you will always be chasing an illusion. The key is to feel the emotions of success, abundance, and joy before you see the evidence in your reality. When you do this, you signal to your brain that this is your new normal, and your brain begins to align with that reality. Consider this: every great invention, every breakthrough, every success story started as a thought in someone's mind. Before the airplane existed, the Wright brothers imagined it. Before electricity was harnessed, someone believed it was possible. Everything that exists in the world today, from skyscrapers to smartphones, was first a thought in someone's mind. This proves that thoughts are the origin of creation. The same is true for your life. What you consistently think about, you will bring into existence. If you constantly think about your limitations, you reinforce them. If you constantly think about your possibilities, you expand them. Your mind is like a garden. If you neglect it, weeds will grow, negative thoughts, fears, and doubts. But if you nurture it with intention, planting seeds of success, abundance, and gratitude, those seeds will grow into a reality beyond your wildest dreams. Changing your thoughts is not always easy. Most people have spent years, sometimes decades, thinking the same way, reinforcing the same neural pathways. But the beauty of the brain is that it is malleable. Through conscious effort, you can rewire it. You can begin to think greater than your circumstances. You can train yourself to focus on the thoughts that serve you rather than the ones that limit you. The process starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts throughout the day. Are they empowering or disempowering? Are they focused on growth or limitation? Every time you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, replace it with a positive one. Visualization is another powerful tool. Spend time every day imagining the life you want. When you begin to align your thoughts with the reality you desire, you will start to see the world shift around you. Opportunities will appear. The right people will come into your life. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will dissolve. This is not magic. This is the power of your mind. The moment you fully embrace the truth that your thoughts create your reality, you step into the power to create a life beyond anything you ever imagined. You are not your past, no matter what you have been through, no matter what mistakes you have made, and no matter how many times you have failed. Your past does not define who you are or who you can become. Too many people live as if they are permanently attached to their history, believing that their past experiences, traumas, or failures are unchangeable and dictate their future. But this is an illusion. Your past is simply a collection of events and experiences that have shaped you, but they do not have to control you. Every moment, you are given a new opportunity to choose who you want to be. The only thing holding you back is your attachment to the emotions and beliefs you have carried from your past. When you define yourself by your past, you unknowingly relive it over and over again. You wake up each day thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, and behaving in the same ways. As a result, your future looks exactly like your past. The brain is wired to keep you in familiar patterns. It repeats what it knows because it seeks predictability and survival. But if you want to change your life, you must break the habit of being your past self. You must consciously decide to create a new identity, one that is not based on your history, but on your vision for the future. One of the biggest reasons people stay trapped in their past is because of emotional attachment. Every significant experience you have had in life, especially the painful ones, leaves an emotional imprint on your brain. These emotions become part of your identity, and you begin to associate who you are with those experiences. For example, if you experienced rejection in the past, you may develop the belief that you are unworthy of love. If you have failed in the past, you may convince yourself that you are not capable of success. These beliefs become so ingrained that you start to live your life according to them, even if they are not true. But here's the truth. You are not your past experiences. You are not your failures. You are not your pain. Those were simply events, and events do not define you unless you allow them to. The only thing that truly defines you is the story you tell yourself about who you are. And that story can change at any moment. If you want to break free from the limitations of your past, you must first become aware of the unconscious patterns that are keeping you stuck. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind on a daily basis. Are they based on past experiences, or are they aligned with the future you want to create? Every time you catch yourself thinking, "This is just how I am," challenge that. Where did that belief come from? More often than not, you will realize that it is not your truth. It is simply a program you have been running for years. One of the most powerful ways to detach from your past is to practice living in the present moment. When you are fully present, you are no longer trapped by the emotions of your past. You become free to create new possibilities. This is why meditation, mindfulness, and self-awareness are so crucial. They help you step out of your old identity and into a new version of yourself. Another key to breaking free from your past is visualization. Instead of constantly replaying old memories in your mind, start visualizing the future you want to create. See yourself as the confident, successful, and joyful person you aspire to be. The more you focus on this new version of yourself, the more your brain begins to rewire itself to align with that vision. And most importantly, take action. Your brain and body have been conditioned to operate in a certain way based on your past experiences. To truly change, you must take action that aligns with the future you want. Even small changes, like changing your daily routine, speaking differently, or making new choices, can begin to shift your identity. Remember this, your past is not a life sentence. It is simply a chapter in your story, and you have the power to write a new one. You are not bound by who you used to be. You are free to become whoever you choose to be. The moment you decide to let go of your past and embrace the limitless potential of the present, you step into the greatest version of yourself. Emotions are one of the most powerful forces shaping your reality. They are more than just fleeting feelings. They are energy that influences your thoughts, your actions, and even the experiences you attract into your life. If you truly understand and master your emotions, you gain control over your destiny. But if you allow them to run on autopilot, dictated by external circumstances, you will find yourself stuck in cycles of struggle, stress, and negativity. Every emotion you feel carries a specific vibrational frequency. Feelings like love, gratitude, joy, and inspiration are high frequency emotions that elevate your energy and open you up to new possibilities. On the other hand, emotions like fear, anger, sadness, and guilt are low frequency emotions that drain your energy and keep you locked in patterns of limitation. The energy you emit through your emotions directly impacts the kind of life you experience. Many people don't realize that their emotions are not just reactions to life, but the very foundation upon which their future is built. Most people live as if emotions happen to them, as if they have no control over how they feel. But this is not true. You are not merely a victim of your emotions, you are their creator. You have the power to choose your emotional state, and by doing so, you can change your life. So, think of emotions as your energy currency. Just like money, you can spend it wisely or waste it. If you invest your emotional energy in negativity, fear, and stress, you will create more of those experiences in your life. But if you invest in gratitude, love, and joy, you will attract abundance, success, and fulfillment. Your emotions are signals to the universe, constantly broadcasting the state of your mind and body. The world responds not to what you say you want, but to what you consistently feel. If you say you want success but constantly feel doubt, your emotional energy is not aligned with your desires. If you say you want love but constantly feel unworthy, you will struggle to attract meaningful relationships. This is why changing your emotions is key to transforming your life. But the problem is that most people are addicted to certain emotional states. Whether they realize it or not, they have been conditioned to feel stress, anxiety, or sadness so often that these emotions become their default state. Their body becomes chemically addicted to these feelings, making it difficult to break free. This is why people repeat the same struggles over and over again. They are emotionally addicted to their past. The first step to mastering your emotions is awareness. You must become conscious of the emotional states you live in on a daily basis. Are you spending most of your time feeling stressed, angry, or frustrated? Or are you operating from a place of joy, peace, and excitement? Your emotions are habits, and like any habit, they can be changed with practice. One of the most effective ways to shift your emotional state is through gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational emotions, and when you focus on what you appreciate, you instantly raise your energy. Even in difficult situations, finding something to be grateful for can completely transform your emotional state. Another powerful way to shift your emotions is through visualization. Your brain does not know the difference between a real event and one you vividly imagine. If you want to feel more confident, successful, or joyful, take time each day to visualize yourself in that emotional state. See yourself living the life you desire, and more importantly, feel what it would be like to already have it. Your physiology also plays a huge role in your emotions. If you want to feel powerful, change the way you move. Stand tall, take deep breaths, and move with confidence. Studies have shown that body language and posture can directly influence your emotions. If you constantly sit with slouched shoulders and shallow breathing, you are reinforcing low energy emotional states. Meditation is another key tool for emotional mastery. When you meditate, you train yourself to observe your emotions without being controlled by them. You learn to detach from reactive emotional patterns and shift into a more intentional and conscious state of being. Remember, your emotions are not just reactions, they are choices. You have the ability to decide how you feel at any given moment, regardless of external circumstances. When you take full responsibility for your emotional state, you reclaim your power. You stop being controlled by the world around you and start creating your reality from the inside out. Emotions are your energy currency, and the way you spend them determines the quality of your life. Invest in joy, invest in love, invest in gratitude, and watch as your world transforms in ways you never imagined possible. The present moment is the most powerful place you can ever be. It is the only place where life truly happens, where creation takes place, and where transformation is possible. Yet, most people spend their lives anywhere but here. They dwell in the past, replaying old memories, regrets, and mistakes, or they anxiously project themselves into the future, worrying about what might happen. In doing so, they completely miss the one moment that holds the key to their freedom: now. The mind is a time traveler. It constantly pulls you into stories from the past or fears of the future. But in reality, the past is gone and the future does not yet exist. The only real moment is the one you are experiencing right now. And if you can learn to fully immerse yourself in the present, you unlock a level of clarity, peace, and power that is unavailable when you are lost in thought. Why is the present moment so powerful? Because it is the only place where you can take action. Nothing can be changed in the past, and the future is shaped by what you do in the present. Yet, most people allow their present to be dictated by their memories of the past or their fears of the future. They wake up every day thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, and repeating the same actions, expecting something to change. But real change can only happen when you break this cycle and fully engage with the present. When you live in the present moment, you step into the unknown, and this is where all possibilities exist. The future is not predetermined. It is created by the choices you make in the now. Every great idea, every moment of inspiration, and every breakthrough happens in the present. This is where creativity flows, where intuition speaks, and where new realities are born. But living in the present is not always easy. The mind is conditioned to constantly seek distractions, whether through technology, worries, or compulsive thinking. People often resist the present because they associate it with discomfort. They use distractions to escape feelings of boredom, anxiety, or uncertainty. But true growth happens when you face the present fully without trying to escape it. One of the most effective ways to connect with the present moment is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your full attention to what is happening right now without judgment. It can be as simple as focusing on your breath, feeling the sensations in your body, or fully immersing yourself in whatever task you are doing. When you are mindful, your thoughts slow down, and you become more aware of life as it unfolds. Another way to anchor yourself in the present is through gratitude. When you appreciate what you have right now, you shift your focus away from what is missing or what has gone wrong. Gratitude instantly elevates your emotional state and brings you into alignment with the energy of abundance. Instead of waiting for something external to make you happy, you find joy in what is already here. Letting go of the past is also essential for embracing the present. Many people carry emotional baggage from past experiences, allowing it to shape their current reality. But the past only has power over you if you keep feeding it with your attention. The moment you decide to let go of old stories and see life with fresh eyes, you open yourself to new possibilities. Fear of the future is another major obstacle to living in the present. People worry about things that may never happen, creating stress and anxiety in the now. But when you trust that you have the power to handle whatever comes your way, you free yourself from this mental prison. Instead of fearing the unknown, you embrace it as a field of infinite potential. Living in the present moment also enhances your relationships. When you are fully present with another person, you truly listen, connect, and understand them. You are not lost in your own thoughts, waiting for your turn to speak, or distracted by your phone. Instead, you engage deeply, creating meaningful connections. One of the greatest realizations you can have is that happiness is not something you chase in the future. It is something you experience now. If you cannot find peace and joy in the present, you will never find it in the future, because the future will always remain just out of reach. The secret to a fulfilling life is not in achieving more, doing more, or acquiring more. It is in fully experiencing the richness of this moment. Everything you seek, peace, joy, love, success, exists in the now. The past does not define you. The future does not control you. The only thing that matters is the choice you make in this very moment. Will you be fully present and embrace life, or will you continue to let it pass you by? When you master the present moment, you master your life. Your brain is one of the most powerful tools you possess, shaping your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately your reality. But what many people don't realize is that the brain is not fixed. It is constantly changing and adapting. This ability is known as neuroplasticity. which means your brain can rewire itself based on your experiences, thoughts, and emotions. One of the most effective ways to harness this power and reshape your mind is through meditation. Meditation is not just a relaxation technique, it is a scientifically backed method for rewiring your brain. It helps break old thought patterns, reduce stress, and create new neural connections that support a more positive and empowered mindset. Through consistent meditation, you can train your brain to operate in a more balanced and focused way, free from the limitations of past conditioning. The brain is constantly processing thousands of thoughts every day, many of which are repetitive and negative. These habitual thought patterns strengthen neural pathways that keep you stuck in cycles of stress, worry, and self-doubt. Meditation interrupts these patterns and allows you to create new ones. When you meditate, you slow down your brain waves, moving from high-frequency beta waves associated with stress and active thinking to alpha and theta waves, which are linked to deep relaxation, intuition, and creativity. In this state, the mind becomes more receptive to new ideas and ways of thinking. One of the primary ways meditation rewires the brain is by reducing activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear and stress. When you experience stress or anxiety, the amygdala triggers the fight or flight response, keeping your body in a state of tension. Over time, chronic stress reinforces neural pathways associated with fear and negativity, making it harder to break free from anxious thought patterns. Studies have shown that regular meditation shrinks the amygdala, reducing reactivity to stress and promoting emotional balance. At the same time, meditation strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for decision-making, focus, and self-awareness. This means that with regular practice, you become less impulsive, more present, and better able to handle challenges with clarity and calmness. Instead of reacting automatically to situations, you gain the ability to pause, reflect, and respond intentionally. Another powerful effect of meditation is its ability to increase gray matter density in the hippocampus, the region of the brain associated with learning and memory. This means that meditation not only helps you feel more peaceful, but also enhances cognitive function, improving your ability to absorb new information, solve problems, and make better decisions. Beyond the structural changes in the brain, meditation also plays a crucial role in shifting your emotional state. When you meditate, you practice detaching from negative emotions and observing them without becoming consumed by them. This helps break the cycle of emotional reactivity and allows you to cultivate more positive states such as gratitude, love, and joy. Over time, these emotions become your default state, replacing feelings of stress and negativity. A powerful meditation technique for rewiring the brain is visualization. When you visualize a desired outcome while in a meditative state, your brain fires the same neurons as if the experience were real. This strengthens new neural pathways associated with success, confidence, and positivity. Many athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers use visualization to mentally rehearse their goals, training their brains to align with their desired reality. Another effective technique is a loving care meditation, where you focus on generating feelings of compassion and love toward yourself and others. Research has shown that this practice increases activity in the brain regions responsible for empathy and emotional regulation, leading to greater feelings of connection and well-being. Meditation is also a powerful tool for breaking bad habits and addictions. Since many habits are deeply wired into the brain through repetitive behaviors, meditation helps disrupt these patterns by increasing self-awareness and strengthening willpower. It allows you to observe cravings without acting on them, making it easier to replace negative behaviors with healthy. To experience the full benefits of meditation, consistency is key. Just as going to the gym strengthens your muscles, daily meditation strengthens your brain. Even 10 to 20 minutes a day can create significant changes in your mental and emotional state. The key is to approach meditation with patience and an open mind. At first, you may find it difficult to quiet your thoughts, but with practice, you will develop greater control over your mind and emotions. Ultimately, meditation is a gateway to transformation. It allows you to step beyond old patterns, create new possibilities, and cultivate a mind that is clear, focused, and resilient. By rewiring your brain through meditation, you are not just improving your mental health, you are shaping your future. When you change your mind, you change your. Taking action is the bridge between who you are now and who you want to become. It is the most crucial step in transforming your life. Many people spend years reading self-improvement books, watching motivational videos, and learning about personal growth, but they never implement what they learn. They wait for the perfect moment to take action, but that moment never comes. The truth is, change only happens when you take action. If you want to become the new you, you must stop thinking about change and start living it. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate to take action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of stepping into the unknown. But the person you are today is simply a result of your past actions and habits. If you continue to do the same things, you will keep getting the same results. To become the new you, you must step outside your comfort zone and take consistent, intentional action toward your goals. Taking action does not mean making massive, overwhelming changes all at once. It means making small, daily choices that align with the future version of yourself. If you want to be healthier, it starts with choosing a better meal today or going for a short walk. If you want to be more confident, it starts with changing your posture and the way you speak. If you want to build a successful career, it starts with learning a new skill or reaching out to someone who can help you. The key is to act as if you are already the person you want to become. If you see yourself as someone who is disciplined, successful, and confident, begin behaving that way today. Ask yourself, what would my future self do in this situation? And then do that. This technique is powerful because your brain begins to rewire itself based on your actions. You are no longer just thinking about change, you are living it. Another reason people fail to take action is because they believe they need motivation first. They wait until they feel ready before they start. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. The moment you take the first step, even if it is small, you generate momentum. And momentum is what keeps you moving forward. And think about a rocket launching into space. Most of its fuel is used just to lift off the ground. But once it breaks through the atmosphere, it moves with very little effort. The same is true for you. The hardest part is getting started, but once you do, taking action becomes easier. One of the best ways to ensure you stay consistent in taking action is by creating daily rituals. Your habits shape your identity, so if you establish routines that support your growth, transformation becomes inevitable. Whether it's a morning meditation, setting daily goals, or practicing gratitude, small habits compound over time to create massive change. Another powerful tool is accountability. When you share your goals with someone who will hold you responsible, you are more likely to follow through. Find a mentor, coach, or friend who can support you on your journey and push you to take action even when you don't feel like it. Failure is also a part of taking action, and it is something you must embrace rather than fear. Every successful person has failed multiple times. The difference is that they used failure as feedback instead of letting it stop them. Each failure teaches you something valuable and brings you one step closer to success. The only way to truly become the new you is to act now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Every moment you delay, you reinforce the old version of yourself. But every time you take action, you step closer to the life you desire. So stop waiting, stop doubting, start doing. The new you is not created by wishing, dreaming, or hoping. It is created by taking action one step at a time.